He also coaches other teams. So he started when he was in third grade. So that became my passion and also his passion. So because of his interest, we started coaching multiple other teams, and we also have our own team, and which went to World Championship, and which was like 80 teams across the world came there, and they won the fourth prize. That's about a little more details of my team there. The team name is the Robotics. Okay, so there are some YouTube channels, what they did and all that, where you guys can look into it too. So actually, that's if you look at the down, that's got the Warriors, the bottom one. There is another team called Cognition, which is also a little higher level, where the first level is this, like most of you, it's introduction, right? So for the robotics, so it's more about the like Legos. How many of you knows Legos? Yeah. So it's built robots built with the Legos. We have some. No, we have some robots. The Lego robots. So we got some Legos for you, Lego robots for you guys to play around, program, and do some of those things. That's what we are doing there. So you guys are going to start soon that program. So we can demonstrate some of how the robot works and all that. So most of you might have watched Chandrayaan 3, Land Rover and all that, right? So what it is it a robot or is it is a robot, right? Everything is completely a robot, and everything is operated through some commands. What are those commands? Anyone? Programming, right? So we do some programming, and that programming makes the robot move, do things what we want it to do, what we don't want to do, so that it goes things. So this is one of the robots that actually the warrior teams is donated to the SANSKAR school. Okay, so we also purchased a couple of other robots similar to this one. Of course, this was built, but you guys had to build your own robot. And you can also do some programming, which is very simple. I mean, you can go advanced programming, but at this level, you guys may start with a simple scratch programming. Then in the future, if you guys are interested and wanted to become software engineers and all that, then you guys can go to Python and all that. Okay, that's been advanced. So actually we have some small presentation there, but actually I did not even know that we are presenting today. So just 10 minutes before your director sir asked me to present something to our kids, so just which I had already created for something else. I'm sharing that. There are some other logos. Please ignore those logos. Those are some of our sponsors for the program. Actually, those sponsors also help to buy these robots. These are very costly robots, so it's not so. Instead of we buy, we found some sponsors who can help buying all these parts and all that. So ignore those one, but these movements. So as I said, the robots are, these are actually if I can just pull out, these are all just Lego, right? These are all Lego parts, which normally you guys may buy some parts and build the Lego toys. So these robots are built with that one. And so first level, which So, though this, so the first level we do that with the Lego Robotics, which is called first Lego Robotics, which is there is a first organization. It's a non-profit organization, conducts all the robotics games and programs across the world, and then they also go from there and initially they conduct local schools, then in the state, then regional, and then it goes to national, then international. So that's how that organization conducts the Lego Robotics Championship. Okay. So first of all, why we need to learn? What's the importance? Why do we need to learn about robotics? Anyone? Good. Yes, you are to make our work easy. Anyone else would like to add anything? Thank you. Anyone else would like to add anything? I want it to be conversational, not just one way. So some of the tasks is the repeated tasks. You don't need humans to do the repeated tasks. So you can program it to do that, right? So you don't need to spend the human power for that. You can use the human. Go ahead.
The low technology.
Good. Yeah. So we don't need to since we. So those repeated tasks can be done by those robots. Then that time can be utilized. We can utilize that human power for something else, for better use instead of using the same what robot can do. So that's one of the purpose. Also now, as I said, we watched that Chandrayaan 3, which landed there. Do we do that by sending humans? We don't want to take a risk like Chandrayaan 2 when it fell down and crashed. And it will make that, right? We cannot just send a person to that. They will move. So, in that case, how do we do? How do we send, how do we research there, what we have there? So we need something which we can operate from here, right? Do you guys agree or not?
Yes, sir.
So in those cases we use robotics. Also in the daily life, do you guys see any other place that robotics, not robotics, is something similar to what we automatic, so how it works, and something similar to robots. Did anybody in the daily life, did you guys saw anywhere anything like that? So when you go to the shopping mall, there are some automatic doors. How does it work?
Sensors with ultrasonic
sensor. It's kind of a robot. Robot is part of all these sensors, right? I mean, it's not a robot, but the sensor is a part of it. So there is a program written for that. When sensor activates, open the door, right? So there are a lot more real life scenarios which we can see. So did anyone heard about Tesla car?
Yes, sir.
Autonomous driving. Autonomous driving, driverless cars. So which we already started in, so there are robo taxis in San Francisco. So it's just started. So these are all robots. It's nothing but, we all start from here and go to that level. So if that's the reason we wanted you guys to have these basics, what's the importance of these robotics, robots and all that. Okay? So normally first robotics is most of the times the kids starts from 4 to 8 years old. Sorry, grades 4 to 8, not 4 to 8, my apologies. So fourth grade to 8th grade. Of course, it depends on different countries. Here in that's in US, In India, they allow kids from 4th to 9th grade for that. And for in India, so it's because the resources are less here, so they try to make it for more people. So and utilize the same robot. So they extend it until 9th grade. So. In the first robotics, it's not just about work. There are more things that we learn as part of this robotics. When previous kids learn. So the first part is core values. Anybody knows what are these core values? I'm not talking about the core values about robotics. Core value. So maybe I don't know whether I can use Telugu language here. So నిజాయితీగా ఉండాలని చెప్తారు ఇంట్లో, రైట్? అబద్ధాలు ఆడుకొని చెప్తారు. Why? So it's a core value for as a human being. It's a core value that don't lie, right? So that's a core value. As a parent, your parents, your teachers are telling you don't lie. That's the core value as a human being. So when we go to the robotics, there are some core values that we learn as part of this. So that's one part. And the second part is robot design. So this design, this is one part of it. You have to design this before you build it. So it's not just about the robot design. You learn a lot of engineering skills. So there are so many gears. We use a lot of gears. Why? How do you make when you run the same motor, you can make it faster at the end. You can make it slower at the end. How do you make that one? So, like when you use the gear mechanisms. I hope you guys know what are gears. I'm talking about the same gears we talked in the regular life in the car and all that. So here also we use the same gears, which is looks like this part is not here, so it's fell off, but it's okay. These are the gears. So we can make an object at the end. We use the same motor, same power. We can make the when you run the motor and we don't without reducing the speed, you can reduce the speed of that. Now you might have heard the new automatic cars without shift gears. Those uses the same technology. So when you can reduce and you can improve the increase the speed without changing the power. With the just gear, what gear you use at the starting and what gear you use at the end. Based on that you can change. Because when you guys know when you guys go high, you guys have to, when you are biking or anything, you guys have to do bike slow, then you can go fast, better. If you do it fast, it really doesn't go fast. You guys know that? Right? So similar to that, so you guys, it's not just about robotics, you learn physics. Of course you don't learn chemistry here, but you learn physics, you learn about how day to day. And next one is the robot game, which is a small part of it. Here, every year, what they do is the first. I'm going to ask a few questions at the end, okay? So first is the organization. I'm keep repeating about that. So every year, the first organization releases a new game. They come up with a game plan, what are all the missions that you can accomplish. Just think about the missions similar to when since it's Chandrayaan 3 is the latest one, I use that one so that it will be easy to correlate. Okay, so when Chandrayaan, once the rover landed there, something came out from that. What is that called? Rover, right? So yeah. So on that one, so what is the rover doing there? Is it just playing?
No, sir.
So what it is doing?
It is giving information.
So it is doing some operations. It is doing some missions, which is programmed by the our
ISRO station.
is
ISRO.
NASA, sorry, it's the scientists. So it's those are called missions, right? I mean, similar to that one, we have a missions to achieve in the game. So in 2.5 minutes, so they give 2.5 minutes, and in the 2.5 minutes, how many missions you can achieve in the during the game. So based on number of points, you get to the you will be ranked, and they don't give you the championship just based on the robot mission, the robot game. It's all they look at your core values, they look at your robot design, they look at your robot game, and then similar to that, we also need to work on a project. So the project is like every year they come up with a mission, like a theme. Last year they take a real world problem. During the COVID, they had this transportation issues. So the theme is transportation. And this year they came up with masterpiece art. So, so we have to do some project. So they evaluate all four things together to the students. And also, this robot game and the robot teams, you learn a lot of teamwork, because one person designs, another person develops, and another person programs, another person tests it, another person runs it. Design is not just about putting on the paper. It's about strategy. It's not just designing this one. When we have 2.5 minutes, how many missions you have to achieve? So how many of you know that rovers, how many days rover can survive on the moon? Yes. So the 14 days. So you have to complete all the missions in 14 days through that robot. It's a robot, right? So similar to that one, in the game, we have 2.5 minutes to do it. So in the 2.5 minutes, how many missions you can do it? That's what they evaluate. So you have to come up with a strategy. What's the best strategy to do it? Even when they are doing the 14 days, so most important things they wanted to do first with the rover, right? Similar to, so here, most points where we get, so it's kind of, you have to develop a strategy for that.